All Jackson does is make beats.
You need fuel, gas. You're a fool, stupid. I got jewels, drip. Gucci suit, cash. Ice out wrist, ice. Why you pissed, mad? Johnny Stockton, Utah, with the assist, slash.
Hello and welcome to another episode of Rival Sports Talk. This is the fourth installment. So welcome and thank you for joining. We got our boy Jake here on the show, rocking a fresh cut. So yeah, so the big story, obviously, in week 2 of the NFL season was the amount of injuries. Not only the amount of injuries, but to all the big name players that were injured. So Jake, what injury do you think will have the biggest impact on the team's success?
I actually got a couple of them right now.
Okay.
First off, you're just going to hop right into the injuries. I rock with that. I got a couple right now. The two biggest ones are the entire San Francisco 49ers team, practically.
Right.
You have Garoppolo's going to be out for a little bit. You have Nick Bosa out for the year. Kittle's out. So I think them as a team is definitely going to be hurting them for a little bit. And then my second one is actually a pair of running backs. Saquon up in New York and Christian McCaffrey is going to be out for a couple weeks in Carolina.
Yeah.
So I think whoever is their backup definitely is going to play a big role. And even if you're not a passing quarterback, I feel like you should still pass a little bit because you might have a rookie running back who wants who wants touches, So I think that for sure is a big key injury. And speaking of the Giants, they actually signed Devontae Freeman.
Yeah, I saw that. So, good for him. Yeah,
that'll definitely be good. He was there 2015, 2016. So I'm excited to see how he comes back in 2020 with how crazy 2020 is. But
exactly. Yeah, and I'll watch him rush for like 2,000 yards.
Shoot. Saquon who?
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, but no, I definitely agree. San Francisco, as a team, they're going to be weird for a little bit because Bosa's out for the year. How long is Garoppolo going to be out? Like
I think a couple weeks.
Yeah,
4 or 5 weeks. Yeah.
So I mean, their backup is pretty good, Nick Mullins. So
yeah, I know someone who was dating him actually.
Who's what?
Who dated Nick Mullins?
Oh, for real? That's funny.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
We should have them on the podcast next time.
Hey, I don't know if I'm that
Nick Mullins stories.
Yeah, I don't know if I'm that into it, but yeah, for sure.
But McCaffrey, I think that's a big one too. Just because, I mean, you know how I would call the Washington Wizards the Washington Bradley Beals? Well, that's kind of how it is in Carolina.
Do you think Teddy Bridgewater's going to help out that offense?
Oh yeah, I like Bridgewater. He's a fighter. He's obviously a really good quarterback. I think he's fine. Like I think he's not gonna like win you the game, but he's not gonna lose you the game either. So kind of like game manager.
What do you go 5-0 as the
he went 5-0 for the Saints, but I mean the Saints they have Kamara, Thomas,
true
defense.
I mean,
Cam Jordan.
You have a stacked defense on the Saints team. Going back to Carolina real quick, you definitely have a lot of weapons. I feel like Anderson is really good. And who was their backup? Running back. Yeah, Serper. That was pretty funny. But their running back is a highly talented running back.
Oh,
who can get those yards.
Yeah.
So I feel like they're going to be really good in the red zone. Especially with going up against kind of soft teams with everybody getting hurt right now. Everybody's kind of a softer team.
Right.
Injuries as well. There was a lot of scary ones that happened. A lot of them were ACL. Bruce Irvin tore his pec muscle for Seattle. Yikes. So how do you think with with so many injuries this year, do you think them not having a preseason affected this?
Definitely, because, I mean, you look at Major League Baseball, in the first month or two of the season, I mean, pitchers were going down left and right, just because they're not used to throwing every day and building up to that. So, I can definitely see it because, in preseason, you kind of have a chance to, it's not 100% game speed, but you kind of get your body prepared for what it's going to go through. So I think without a doubt, definitely not having the preseason and limited training camp time definitely had an impact on the knee injuries and other non-contact injuries that we saw.
Who do you think had the biggest week 2?
Who had the biggest week 2?
Biggest week 2. That could be a personal player or a overall team.
See, I want to say the Dallas Cowboys, but we played like crap. So, who do you think? And then I'm gonna look at some stats real quick. Who do you think?
I definitely think there's a tie for come from behind wins. As much as I hate that stat right now, Cowboys definitely pulled something off that they have not done in a long, long time.
Yeah, that was cool. Our offense came to play.
Well, only in the fourth quarter. But,
yeah, right. But I mean, did you see Dak though? I mean, Dak might mess around and win MVP.
Oh, come on.
That's okay, continue.
I definitely feel the player of the week was probably Dak Prescott for leading, Greg Zuerlein for leading that comeback, or Harrison Butker of the Chiefs.
Yeah, dude, Harrison Butker, dude, has the leg of a god. He gave like 3 50-plus yard field goals with ease. He was like, "Oh, let's do it again. False start, back it up 5 yards, no worries."
Right. I wouldn't be surprised if he gets drug tested next week.
Right.
No, but he's a great player, great addition to the Chiefs special teams for sure.
His first game as a pro, he had a game winner, like week 4 or week 5 against the Redskins in like 2018 or something.
I remember
like
that. I remember that because the Chiefs
Justin Herbert.
The Panthers.
You say what? Oh, dude, Justin Herbert though, he looked really good. I think the Chargers should just roll with him, because Tyrod Taylor, I mean, okay.
Right.
Herbert looked like he's ready to play now, especially against the defending world champs.
Yeah, the one thing I have with Tyrod Taylor is he's doing the same thing that he did in Cleveland.
Yeah, right.
That's how Baker got his start, because he was hurt, and then he just didn't start the entire rest of the season.
It's going to be like Wally Pipp.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I definitely agree with that.
Yeah.
Continuing in the AFC West, the Raiders.
Dude, the Raiders.
The New Orleans Saints.
They're good.
How do you feel about this?
I have the Raiders in my playoffs because last year, I'm pretty sure they won like 5 of their 6 games down the stretch or something like that. They got super hot and they finished 7-9. And Derek Carr, I mean, people like to hate on him, but he's actually pretty solid, especially given that he doesn't necessarily have as many weapons as other quarterbacks do. He's got Darren Waller, who's really solid. And then Josh Jacobs out of the backfield, like he is really good. In college, he didn't really get much chances to prove himself, just because you had Jalen and Tua there that were just wrecking college football at the time. But Josh Jacobs, he is really good, and he is single-handedly carrying my fantasy team right now.
Hey,
I love Josh Jacobs.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah. What do you think about the Raiders?
I think there was a lot of nerve coming in year 1, home game 1 of Allegiant Stadium in Vegas. If I was an opposing team coming into that stadium, I would probably not want to play. That stadium has just a mean look.
Right.
All black. Seats are all black. Like, you cannot mess up if you're playing the Raiders.
I love how they didn't change their color scheme. How they kept it black and silver.
The one downfall that I have with the Raiders per se is they moved to Vegas. Now, my uncle's a huge Raiders fan. Has been forever. Al Davis he's becoming less and less of a fan of Al Davis. I say that because the Raiders moved to Vegas and they lost their home field advantage.
Oh yeah,
you played in Oakland, and I know everybody else is probably thinking this. You lost home field advantage because Vegas is a tourist type atmosphere.
Exactly.
You're not going to have those decibels like the Chiefs have, 142.2, whatever, wrecking up the entire crowd or whatever. You know? So I think the Raiders have a big challenge this year to prove themselves that they don't have to be in Oakland to win.
Right.
You know? So that's my only downfall with the Las Vegas Raiders.
Yeah. Aaron Rodgers, didn't he play really good yesterday?
He was a beast playing the Lions the other day. Yeah. That game was just too cold. He proved himself again.
He's good. Look at Aaron Jones, though. 18 attempts, 168, 2 touchdowns. I remember when in Madden I saw they gave him a 90 rating. I was like, Aaron Jones, what? But dude, I mean, he's really good. The Aarons in Green Bay are up to something. Yeah, the Aarons.
Yeah.
And Jonathan Taylor had a really good game. I like Jonathan Taylor. Did he go in the first round? He should have if he didn't.
I don't think he did.
Yeah. Let's see. Jonathan Taylor.
So you're moving to NFC there. A hot take NFC question for you.
What's up?
If the Philadelphia Eagles keep losing, do they bench Carson Wentz for –
No, but it's only a matter of time before he gets hurt and then Jalen comes in.
Do you think – so picture this. Do you think, as terrible as this sounds, do you think that Carson Wentz is the equivalent to Jalen Hurts, and Jalen Hurts is the equivalent to Tua Tagovailoa, and just runs Carson Wentz out? That's a weird philosophy of saying
I don't think so this year, but if that happened like within the next 3 years, I wouldn't be surprised.
You think Carson Wentz can stay healthy for 3 years?
No, but I just don't know if Jalen Hurts can prove himself in 2-3 years.
Okay. I can see that.
But yeah, no, that wouldn't surprise me if that happened.
Now that's the reverse psychology of Tua Tagovailoa.
Mm-hmm.
How do you think that happens? Because you said the past couple episodes, week 6, week 7.
Yeah, exactly.
He's
coming in.
A couple weeks away.
So Tua will play well. I mean, he's not gonna like go crazy, but I mean, he'll probably go like 4-6 as a starter and have like.
You think so?
10 touchdowns, like 7 picks, something like that. It'll be weird his first year. But he's got Devontae Parker out there, who I think he's the most underrated wide receiver right now.
Okay.
He was 5th in the league in receiving last year.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
He was really good.
At the stats. And I was like,
he was very good.
Yeah.
I don't know the question there. It was a head coaching question. A lot of teams did not wear masks this week.
Yeah, I saw that.
And a lot of them got fined. Are you okay with the league fining coaches and players and personnel for not wearing masks?
I mean, I think the rules is that if you're a play caller and you're talking into the headset, you can have your mask down to so you can enunciate better and the players can understand the play calls, but then you got to put it back up. So yeah, that makes sense. I think the fines were really harsh. Didn't they fine Pete Carroll 100 or 250? How much did they fine him?
I think it was
crazy.
I think it was $10K, but as a team they were $100K.
That's
$150K.
Insane. Yeah, no, the owners are going to be like, bro, you better wear the mask.
Yeah. I think that's
everyone needs to wear Andy Reid's face shield, riot gear.
Yeah, riot gear. Yeah.
That's what I think it looked like.
That's funny. And I noticed that it didn't fog up this week.
No,
that was positive for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Speaking of the Chiefs, Monday Night Football.
Monday night. Yeah, I'm excited for that one.
Chiefs and Ravens. You want to take a hot take on that prediction?
I have the Chiefs 31-28. It's going to be really close, really fun. Lamar's going to make some great plays. Mahomes is going to make some great plays. I can see McCole Hardman returning a punt for a touchdown. I can see it being a really exciting game, but the Chiefs are going to come out on top.
Okay. See, I think as much as I'm a Chiefs fan wearing a Chiefs shirt right now, I think I have the Ravens pulling out on that, only because the past 2 games the Chiefs have had to come from behind twice. We did the same thing in the playoffs last year. I feel that we need to step up our game plan, step up our offense, and solely commit to getting out in front, keeping a lead, and contending down the stretch, and not being stupid with flags and penalties and stuff like that. Definitely something that we need to work on as a team. And I say we, like I'm on the team. Definitely something that the Chiefs need to work on is being persistent and being persistent.
Exactly. Yeah. Going back to the we thing, I literally feel like I am on the Dallas Cowboys. I swear I am like the 135th guy on the depth chart for like Holder or something like that. Like I feel like
way down there
on the team. So watching that game on Sunday, I was calling for the coach's head in like the second quarter.
Yeah,
and then,
I remember that.
By the end of the game, I was like, let's go. We are winning the Super Bowl. Now that I've kind of had a couple days to kind of relax and, I don't want to be like Skip Bayless and be like biased towards the Cowboys, So this is my calm and unbiased opinion. The Dallas Cowboys had no business winning that football game.
I love to hear that from you.
They really
love to hear that from you.
They really didn't. I mean, they had like in the first like 5 possessions, they had 4 fumbles, so they magically got 1 back. And then, our defense played like crap. They just kind of let them go up and down the field, and their offense didn't do any help by letting them get the ball in good field position. And then, we were clutch down the stretch, in the fourth quarter, but that onside kick was just a gift from Atlanta. So I need to send them some gift baskets or something like that.
Hey, send them some Texas barbecue.
Yes.
That'd
Be That'd be hilarious. But yeah, and then Zerline, Greg the Leg. I'm so glad we got him. He nailed a clutch kick, and then we play the Seahawks coming up. I don't think we'll beat the Seahawks, but I think it'll be closer than what it would have been if we lost last week, because I can kind of see that win being like a catalyst going forward to be we play the Browns, I think, after that. So then, we'll beat the Browns. And then, for me, just because how far the Cowboys have gotten in the past years and what their roster looks like, a successful year for me would be if they make the NFC Championship game.
Not even the playoffs.
No, because
it has to be the championship game.
It has to be if we lose it, that's fine. We have to make it because we made the wild card like twice with the Cowboys. Well, actually, Dak and Zeke's first year, they were 13-3, so they had the number 1 seed, and then we lost to the Packers. And then a couple years ago, we were the 4 seed, and we played the Seahawks in the first round. We beat them, and we moved to the divisional round. So we've been to the divisional round twice in the last 4 years, 5 years, whatever it is. So we really need to take the next step, especially with how improved our roster is and how experienced it is. How far do you see the Cowboys going?
Personally, I feel like they make the playoffs. I feel like they win the division. I feel like you guys have a very weak division, honestly, including the Cowboys. Having a weak division is just an easy road to the playoffs.
I'll take it.
But I have them winning the division at a quite terrible record of 10-6.
That's not still too bad. That's not too bad. At least it's not like 8-8 or 9-7.
Right. I forgot. I had them in my what you want to call it? Here's
the prediction for the playoff prediction.
Yeah, I had them at ranked 3rd. So
okay. How far did you have them going?
It's the championship playing against Seattle, actually.
Okay, I'll take that.
And
honestly,
I have them
I don't even. You said what?
Wait, I'm sorry. This is yours. Where's mine?
Oh, you're looking at mine. Dude, I don't even think I have mine saved.
It's in the Snapchat. Okay, so I have them losing in the divisional round to the Saints.
Okay.
There it is. Yeah, 2 weeks ago.
I mean,
yep, I actually have the Eagles and the Cowboys making the playoffs. So we'll see how that goes. I have the Cowboys, a 3 seed, beating the Buccaneers actually.
okay.
With the Saints beating the Cowboys in the divisional. So that'll be quite interesting, to say the least.
This is kind of funny. I found the tweet or the Facebook post that I posted when we were down like 20-0.
Oh, you sent it to me. It was
Yeah.
hilarious.
Okay, here it is. Fire McCarthy. Effing dumbass. Hashtag fire McCarthy. There is a difference between being aggressive and reckless, but this was just plain stupid. The team looks even worse under his leadership. Fire McCarthy at Dallas Cowboys. Hashtag fire McCarthy.
Really went all out there.
Yeah, no, because
Really
okay,
went
the
all
thing
out.
was, it was like I'm trying to think of exactly the play I was thinking of. It was like 4th and 5. Yeah, no, it was 4th and 5,
Yeah.
and we were like at around like 30, and we went for like a fake punt. And I was like, that's some like Bill O'Brien stuff right there. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, that was.
And then the punter actually made a pretty good throw, but the dude like slipped or something and dropped it. Like I never even heard of him. His name was like Norwood or something. I could even be making that up. I've never heard of him.
Norwood sounds like a Chiefs player, though, to be honest.
Yeah. Who was that dude that got the holding call? What was the name? Like Spaghetti?
Where?
Linguini. Okay, so the dude for the Chiefs that had the false start to make like Harrison Butker's kick a 58-yarder instead of a 53.
Oh.
His name's something funny. It sounded like an Italian dish
or something.
Yeah,
Yeah.
something
I have no
real
idea.
authentic.
Backup guard or something.
Yeah.
I have no idea. Yeah, that was a terrible, terrible.
But hey, I mean, he still got it. And then they showed Andy Reid, and he was mad. It's funny because you don't really see Andy Reid mad much. He's kind of more just clinical, not necessarily emotional.
He's not emotional, other than
not
even when he loses. Yeah,
he gets happy.
Right.
He gets happy and hungry.
That's me all the time, though.
Right. Kyler Murray, dude. He's like 6th in the league in rushing.
He went off last week. I definitely think him adding DeAndre Hopkins definitely helped his confidence too.
You add DeAndre to any team, especially to a young quarterback, like that's a match made in heaven right there for Kyler.
Well, especially with Kyler having 2 veteran wide receivers, Larry Fitzgerald and DeAndre Hopkins.
Fitzgerald. I mean, look at their receivers. They got Hopkins, Andy Isabella, who's a really good slot receiver. Christian Kirk, who would have been a first-round pick if his quarterback at A&M could throw the football. And then Larry Fitzgerald, still kicking butt. He had 50 yards for 7 catches. I saw this thing the other day that Larry Fitzgerald in his career has more tackles than he does drops.
Yeah, I've seen that. That's incredible.
That's insane. Yeah, no, he was targeted 7 times, and he caught all 7.
That's crazy.
Yeah,
I might as well just pick Larry Fitzgerald up just for
this
completion.
Yeah, exactly.
The completion.
Right. I picked up the Washington football team defense, so I'm hoping.
Why'd you do that?
They have a really good front 7, and Ron Rivera is a really good defensive coach. I would not be shocked if the Redskins or the Washington football team sneak in the playoffs as like the 7 seed and get bounced in the first round. But I mean, that's if Dwayne Haskins can start playing well. Which I mean, he played fine on Sunday. He had a touchdown, 223.
Okay,
Who's a running back? Antonio Gibson. Who is that?
I think I actually picked him up. No, I didn't. I picked someone else up.
Yeah, no, they had because the Redskins, the Washington football team was gonna go with Darius Geis, and they cut like AP so they could have room for him too. But then he got himself in some trouble, and now he don't play no more. I'm pretty sure. I could be getting it mixed up, but I'm pretty sure that's what happened. How about Mitch Trubisky though?
Mitchell's actually looking pretty good.
He's 2-0.
I'm very surprised and quite interested in how he does.
He was okay. He had 2 touchdowns, 2 interceptions, 190 yards. I mean, he completed 18 of 28, so he's got that going for him.
I mean, he's not terrible.
Right. He's improving, which that's a lot to say about Trubisky. How about the Minnesota Vikings defense? Like, what in the world?
I don't know what happened to them.
Get Kirk Cousins. He's already in midseason form. No touchdowns, 3 picks, 113 yards, 11 for 26.
Shoot. Wait till the playoffs and he'll be hot.
Oh, yeah.
He'll beat one team, that's it.
Yeah.
Call him more reliable.
Yeah, no, they look – I don't know. The defense kind of looks like a shell of themselves from last year.
Towards the end, yes.
Yeah, Harrison Smith doesn't look as good anymore. Whatever happened to Xavier Rhodes? Like, he was super good.
I think he's hurt.
Really?
Yeah, I think he's hurt.
I remember he was like – yeah,
he was a top-rated cornerback. I remember that, yeah.
Yeah, he
definitely
was All-Pro, first-team All-Pro. Oh, what? He plays for the Colts now. When did that happen?
Xavier Rhodes?
What? Yeah, he does play for the Colts. Dude, we're Ellen, dude. We don't know who plays for who. Oh, he signed a 1-year contract with the Colts. That's weird.
Same with Phillip Rivers.
Yeah. Yeah. Honestly, I don't.
I actually talked to a Colts fan today at my job, and he was wearing like a Colts mask or whatever. And I was like, so I got a question for you. Are you happy with Phillip Rivers as your quarterback? With no hesitation, he said no. Never.
Yeah.
Never. I said, who would you rather have, Phillip Rivers or Jacoby Brissett? He said, neither. I'll take Mitchell Trubisky. I was like, wow.
Really?
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's nothing to say bad about Mitchell Trubisky, obviously, but
right.
to have Phillip Rivers who has records, I mean,
I don't know. I just don't
crazy.
I think Phillip Rivers, and I've said this a lot, but I just think that Phillip Rivers and Ben Roethlisberger are going to take huge steps down this year. Like, I think they're going to be irrecognizable from their former glory days.
I still have high regards for Big Ben. As much as I'm not a fan of the Steelers, he has had some really solid teams over the past few years. But he said, granted, this is probably every quarterback on their roster or whatever, but he said this is the team that can go all the way. Yeah. Even the team that won the Super Bowl in 2010? Was it 2010 when they played the Cardinals? Yeah. He said we weren't projected to go to the Super Bowl there. So I'm like, that's crazy to think that he had a year off, got healthy again, and he recognizes this young team as a chance to go all the way.
Yeah. I mean, that wouldn't surprise me. He's off to a really hot start. So we'll see. I mean, obviously I want him to do well. I don't wish for anyone to fail. But, I mean, I just don't see it. Tom Brady looked good.
I mean, once again, you played the Panthers.
That's true. It's hard to – okay, actually, I take it back. I mean, he had 217 yards, a pick, and a touchdown. And I didn't watch that game because I was watching the Cowboys, so I can't really give it like a good eye test.
And in my opinion, I feel like Tom Brady is playing average.
Yeah.
As much as I ever – yeah, it does.
Veteran leadership. Russell Wilson is just kicking butt.
Yeah, I agree with that. He's a dog. He's going to do mighty things.
He's the definition of a dog. Oh, yeah.
I feel like he wins MVP this year. I said that, I think, in episode 2.
Yeah, I agree.
I feel like he wins MVP this year.
Yeah, I agree. All right, you want to talk basketball?
Yeah, I didn't watch any of the game.
Oh, yeah, because you were
I was at
busy working, slaving for the man. But yeah,
I do know Lakers lost. That's all I know.
Yeah, they did. Yeah, so I'll fill you in. Okay, so basically the Nuggets were looking really good all game. They looked like they were just going to run away with this game. Wasn't even going to be close. And in the fourth quarter, the Nuggets were up by like 20 points. And then all of a sudden, Rajon Rondo just goes off and gets like 4 steals or something in like a minute or something wild like that. So then they pass it to LeBron, and he dunks it, does his thing. And Kuzma made like an and one or something like that. So then all of a sudden, it's like 97-94. And it was really crazy. And then the Lakers just went cold at the end. They had chances to take the lead and tie the game and come back and send it to OT, but they just couldn't make their shots. And they were getting tired because they were missing all their shots short. And that's what happens because you get but your legs into it anymore. And even Anthony Davis, he was having trouble getting back in transition. They were gassed. And then obviously Jamal Murray just hit, another incredible shot. That dude can't miss in the fourth quarter. That dude just can't miss in the fourth quarter. He's special. He really is. Yeah, no,
Do you see if Denver loses the series, how big do you see their offseason being with signings or anything like that?
Honestly, I don't even think they need to sign anybody because they have Michael Porter, who is really good, and he's going to be a lot better next year. Bull. I mean, dude, just wait until Bull bulks up. Like when Giannis bulked up. Bull is unbelievable. I really like him. Jamal Murray, he's going to be better. Jokic, he might win MVP next year. Write that down. Jokic for MVP next year.
Okay.
And they have Paul Millsap. He's a good veteran guy in the team. The Nuggets. They're going to be good for next 4 years at least. But I still think the Lakers are going to win the series.
I think so too.
Yeah.
Do you think Denver will? I'm stuck on Denver right now. Do you think Denver will use Jamal Murray or even Bull as a trade package to bring in a big name player?
No, because Jamal Murray is becoming a big name in himself. They might. I mean, maybe for you could package Michael Porter and Bull and a draft pick for someone, but I just don't think it's worth it just because Porter's ceiling is so high. Because remember when he went to college in Missouri.
Yeah, he was at Mizzou.
Yeah, he was at Mizzou, and he played 3 games and hurt his back.
Hurt.
And then he would have been the first overall pick. He was the number 1 recruit in all the nation, and I think he went number 14 to the Nuggets.
Yep.
That's another thing I don't understand in sports because when you draft for the future, right? So you're not worried about 1 year, you're worried about the whole scheme of things, right? So that's why it doesn't make sense to me that Michael Porter was 14th overall. I get why he wasn't top 5 because, back injuries are tough and it's well, can you come back from it? But 14th, that's crazy to me how a really good, I don't want to say generational talent because that's overused, but a super good player. Same with the Cowboys when they drafted Jalen Smith. Remember, he was it's going to be a top 5 pick towards ACL in the Rose Bowl. And if we drafted him in the second round, I was how is this dude still available in the second round? I don't know.
Yeah, I think what it comes down to is definitely the injuries, the injury plague, injury bug. When scouts can ask, can you come back from this? And I think it really comes down to the hesitation from the player. If they hesitate to answer that, you don't want to take that risk as a scout for your team to be I don't know, maybe we shouldn't sign him because he's not too sure if he can come back type of thing.
Right.
So, I understand that. But I still feel like no matter where you go in the draft, you're helping some team out,
Yeah.
So I'm cool with him going 14th. I just still feel like if Denver loses this, to compete in the West, they still need one piece. They still need another big body, another scorer, something to compete in the West.
I just think Michael Porter is that guy. Just watching him and seeing how big he is, and he's long too. He's got some Kevin Durant arms.
Yeah.
So I think they should be patient with Porter because I think next year he's going to take let's say not a huge leap, but he'll be better. Then I think in 2-3 years, I mean, you're talking about Michael Porter as one of the best forwards in the league.
Okay.
So, I mean, maybe you could trade Bull, a first-round pick for somebody, but I don't know who that would get you.
Right.
I'm just waiting for.
Bull alone is 7 foot plus.
Yeah. Okay, this is something crazy. So, Manute Bull and Bull, they're from Senegal, right? I'm pretty sure they're And so apparently, in the African tribe that they're from, every person in that area is at least 6'10", 6'11", 7 feet tall. So I'm thinking, like, why doesn't, like, the NBA, like, put, like, a scouting camp there? Because can you imagine, like, all the crazy athletes that are probably down there just, like walking around? Like, that is unbelievable to me. There's the NBA.
Mean, you could say the same thing with MLB and putting somebody down in the Dominican Republic, which I think they already do.
Yeah.
But, yeah, definitely in Africa. And
I think NBA does have an African – I remember they announced plans for an African league. I'm going to look that up because, I mean, if you have, like, a team –
Do you think that's a way for NBA to have more investment?
More what? I'm sorry?
Do you think the NBA expanding out to Africa for African League could be for NBA's investment?
Yeah, but it's definitely going to grow the game there, but I think you can definitely get some awesome star players there. Oh, here it is. The Basketball Africa League is called the BAL. The jerseys are Nike. That's pretty cool. Yeah, no, there's a lot of good African players. The thing about basketball is that there's so many players from, like, around the world and, like, from countries that, like, I've never even heard of. Like, where's Doncic from? Like, Slovenia or something cool like that. Yeah, so I think that's kind of because of Michael Jordan and how the Bulls in the 90s really captured, the globe, and everyone wanted to be like Mike. And I don't know if you saw Last Dance. But
not yet. I haven't yet.
Oh, bro, you gotta binge watch that.
I'll take your word on it. Yeah, I'll watch it.
Yeah. So that really talked about the growth of basketball throughout the world, and I think the 95-96 Bulls is the reason why we're seeing all these great athletes from several different countries, because you have Embiid, he's from Cameroon, Ben Simmons and Kyrie from Australia. Serbia, Nikola Jokic. Finland, Lauri Markkanen is from Finland. Clint Capella is from Switzerland. Like, that's wild.
There's another big name. Do you remember Leandro Barbosa?
Yes. Why does that sound so familiar?
Where was he from, dude? Oh, man.
Okay, there we go.
Leandro Barbosa.
Brazil.
Yeah, that's what it was.
That's really cool. Yeah, because you have Manu Ginobili from
Manu, yep.
Dude, Manu with the I hit that Ginobili with the left hand up low.
And then Tony Parker was somewhere too. You got Patty Mills.
France.
Yeah, Patty Mills. I definitely think the Spurs were the franchise of the 2000s.
Oh, yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, Bulls, 90s. The thing about the Spurs, like, they did everything, like, so low-key.
Right,
like, they're kind of like silent assassins. It's like, you have the glamour of Los Angeles and the heartbreak of the Knicks, and then, other cool teams, rocking around doing their own thing. And, I mean, the Spurs, they just showed up, play basketball, they win, they leave. That's it.
They strutted their stuff. That was it.
Right. So I think this year it was weird watching the playoffs without the Spurs in it. Did it feel weird to you?
It felt a different vibe, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they have felt a weird vibe ever since Duncan retired and ever since Tony Parker went to Charlotte. So
Right.
It's never been the same since those two both left. I do feel like if Greg Popovich does leave, that Tim Duncan will become the head coach.
Yeah, that would be amazing. I could see that for sure.
Yeah.
Honestly, if I'm Coach Pop, I'd go ahead and just call it a career. What else more do you have to accomplish? How old is he now?
Shoot.
He's in his nothing.
He's 70s maybe?
He's literally done everything, and he's definitely the most respected coach in the league. Everybody loves Coach Pop.
Yeah, I think Greg Popovich is the Mike Krzyzewski of NBA.
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, he's a great guy, and he's a really good coach too.
Speaking of head coaching changes, did you see the Bulls assigned their head coach with Billy Donovan?
I don't get that. Do the Bulls want to lose in the first round every year for the next 5 years?
I think they
Why?
don't
Why
want to
did
make
they?
the playoffs.
Yeah, I don't. Why? Why? I don't get it. Why? It's like that meme where he's just like, wow. Why?
Oh yeah, yeah.
Why?
That's what I was thinking just now.
And then didn't Alvin Gentry get fired too by the
Alvin
Pelicans?
Gentry's gone. Yep, he's gone.
It's so weird. Like, who was the coach of the Bulls before Billy Donovan? Was it that dude from?
Oh shoot.
Yeah, no, I think I know. It's on the tip of my tongue. Jim Boylan. That's who it was.
I'm looking right now.
Yeah, it was Jim Boylan. I thought he was like the intern for a bit.
Bulls head coach.
And then he did okay, and then they made him. He was
right,
associate. Yeah, he was associate head coach.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So it looks like the Los Angeles Dodgers. Or do you want to talk any more basketball, or do you want to go into baseball?
We're going to baseball.
Yeah. What about Eastern Conference? You got to talk about that. The Celtics and Heat, real quick.
Ooh. I think I texted you this the other day, but I think the altercation that happened between Jaylen Brown and Marcus Smart definitely boosted that Celtics team. Yeah. I definitely feel that it was much needed as a entire team to come together and show that they're in this championship game for a reason.
I agree.
So I think the
Celtics will come back.
I think they'll tie, and I think they'll lose in 6.
Really? I don't see the Celtics losing another game. I think the Celtics are going to take it in 6. Marcus Smart is just amazing defensively. Jason Tatum, he's going to be a star, and he maybe even already is a star. Kemba Walker, he's so fast. No one can stop him. They're just so good. And then Daniel Tice is just a tenacious rebounder. He's got that 2K badge, the tenacious rebounder badge. He plays with a monkey on his back, fire, all that stuff. I got the Celtics in 6. The Heat are going to get a big free agent this offseason.
That's kind of what I'm thinking right now too.
I don't know who, but they're either going to get a big free agent or they're going to trade for someone big.
So who do you think? Who's your potential star going?
I want to say Bradley Beal, but that could go for any team. Because I can see Beal going to the Bucks. The Bucks need shooters, and the Heat need shooters. Everybody needs shooters. So, I mean, the Heat are going to sign someone big. It's just kind of hard to tell exactly who, because the free agents this year aren't as crazy as they were last year.
Right.
So, I don't know. Who do you think?
I would not surprise you if they go and get a shooter. I definitely can understand Bradley Beal going down there.
Yeah.
I can definitely see. I definitely feel DeMar DeRozan's time up in San Antonio is getting done.
Oh yeah.
I do feel that the Bucks. I'm sorry, not the Bucks. The Bucks are going to keep Giannis after him getting back-to-back. I don't feel like they'll trade him. And I know I said that a couple episodes ago that they might trade him only because they don't have a caliber team. I do feel that the Bucks need help more than the Heat.
Yeah.
I say that because look where the Heat are and look where the Bucks are. Right. Bucks are all at home and Heat's in the championship game. Right.
And Tyler Herro, I mean, he's playing really good. I like
Duncan
Herro.
Robinson as well.
Yes. So maybe the Heat don't actually need shooters because they have Herro, who shoots really well, Duncan Robinson, who shoots really well, Myers Leonard, who shoots really well, but he hasn't been playing in the playoffs as much, which is weird. But yeah, I mean, every team could use another shooter. So.
Exactly.
All right.
But you can't have a ball hog at the end of the day.
Baseball. Oh, the Royals got shut out today. That's a shocker.
I'm not surprised.
The Dodgers clinched the West.
Not surprised.
Neither am I.
Braves clinched. I saw that.
Yeah. Yep.
I saw that.
Yeah. So the Royals mathematically eliminated yet?
They are. They got
eliminated
the other day.
Story. Okay, this will be fun. Since the season is kind of winding down, who is your pick for American League MVP?
Ooh. I'm gonna go out on a limb here. This will be a hot take.
Yeah.
DJ LeMahieu.
Yeah.
Of New York.
Oh yeah. Look at that. Look at his on base percentage. 415, 356 batting average. Plays amazing defense. He's a 6'4" second baseman. I still can't believe that.
Right. That's the crazy part.
We gotta find a stat where it shows like how many balls that Jose Altuve would have, like the difference in outs between LeMahieu and Altuve at second base.
That would be funny.
Jose Abreu, first baseman for Chicago. I mean, 332 batting average, 19 homers. That's second in the league with homers. He's third in the league in average, leads the league in RBIs. I mean, he's okay defensively, but I mean, it's first base, so it's not a crazy defensive demanding position. He leads the AL in OPS, not by much. Cruz is right there with him, Nelson Cruz.
Yeah.
But I think you got to give it to Jose Abreu. And the White Sox, are they first place? Are they still first place?
Yeah, they are.
The Rays actually got him for a little bit.
Oh, really? Okay.
For the American League, yeah. But yeah, no, I think Jose Abreu, he's the man for AL MVP.
The MVP. I'll let you start that one off. NL MVP.
The NL MVP. This one I'm a little more on the fence about, just because there's not like a guy in the NL that you're like, whoa. But let's see. I was on the fence earlier about Mookie and Manny Machado. And I don't know. Let's see. I got to roll with Manny Machado here, just because he's 314, 16 homers. He's third in the league in RBIs. Freddie Freeman, maybe, but I'd give it to Machado just based on his defense as well, because I think that's something that MVP voters tend to forget, is that, okay, defense. Great, you can swing the bat, but show me your defensive metrics and how many runs you're saving and what's your range factor and all that fun nerd stuff.
Right.
But yeah, no, I like Machado a lot, but it wouldn't surprise me if Freeman gets it, because he's having a hell of a season too.
Yeah, Freeman's having a really good season. I'm very surprised with what he had, especially to deal with 60 games. I'm not sure if he could have done it in 162. I would like to think so, because I love Freddie. He's a all-around great guy.
Yeah.
But I'm actually going to stay in the same division as you, and actually going to stay on the same team, and I'm going to take Fernando Tatis.
Okay. The thing is, it's gotten so cold lately. Like, I would have, but he got off really hot. He does have quite a few stolen bases, but I'm gonna look at his splits here. Let's see. I was gonna say since the All-Star break, but there was no All-Star break. He's batting 200 this month, so that drops his average to 278. So, but his OPS is still really up there, so it's getting on base. But I don't know. Okay. I love OPS.
What about Cy Young? AL, NL.
AL, Shane Bieber for the American League. I didn't have to think about that one. Look, he might win the AL Triple Crown for leads in ERA, wins, and strikeouts. So he'll get some MVP votes too. He won't win, but he'll get some votes. Who do you got for?
I'm definitely gonna. Oh, he's not in the AL anymore. I was thinking Trevor Bauer.
Oh, Trevor Bauer. He looks good though.
He's had a solid season. I think I got to stick with Shane Bieber as well. Shane Bieber has just been lights out cold for this Indians team. The only thing we need to happen is for him to keep this up in the playoffs.
Yeah, right. Which, he's done it on the big stage before. He won All-Star Game, MVP last year. And his last name is Bieber, so I mean, you got to be able to be in the bright lights.
Yeah.
I mean, the way he pitches is holy. You know, he could pitch forever. You know,
definitely agree with that. You know,
I mean, those are his only intentions are to get batters out. So.
Oh, as a pitcher, that's what you want. I do have
putting in Bieber songs as a Justin Bieber song. I don't know.
I do have a dark horse candidate for the AL that might give Bieber a run for his money.
Okay.
Lucas Giolito.
Yes. But
for giggles, I'm putting Giolito as my.
Look at his ERA though, like. Yeah.
Who, Giolito?
Yeah, it's at a 3.5 now.
Oh. So
still though, he's got time. He's got time. He's got like one start, so if it goes like 20 innings and he pitches all 20, he might be able to get that under 3.
Yeah, I can see that. You know, I'm gonna stick with my vote of Trevor Bauer. He's just been lights out cold since becoming part of the Cincinnati Reds.
Right.
I think he's got like a 1-point-some ERA.
1.8.
Yeah, that's what I thought. It was like 1.88 or something like that.
Second in the league.
If Bauer doesn't win, I see Jacob deGrom getting it again.
Yeah, no, deGrom, he's amazing. I got his jersey sitting in my closet. Might get another one because of how good he is. But yeah, no, I got to roll with Trevor Bauer too. I mean, 1.8 ERA, second in the league, leads the league in WHIP, and the guys on MLB The Show love WHIP. I don't know if you noticed that. Like every time you bring in a pitcher, like look at his WHIP, or like look at that WHIP, it's up over 1.5. I don't know. And then he's fourth in strikeouts. So I mean, he's getting good swing and miss pitches. The only knock that I have on Trevor Bauer is his innings pitched. You know, he's 12th, and as a Cy Young guy, I'd like to see that a little more, but it's not too close for really to make that a factor.
Right. I definitely agree with that. Well, hey, I think we're down to 2 minutes here.
Already? Dang.
Yeah, we started at 11:40 my time.
Okay, yeah.
Well, episode 4, there was few hot takes in there,
right.
Look back on the week. Definitely going to be coming out again on Friday, I believe, for a Fresh Face Friday. We're going to surprise you guys with somebody new. This is Rival Sports Talk. We got some merch coming out in a little bit. I talked to Bo a little bit. We got some stuff coming out for co-host right now. We're just going to walk with it, see how we feel. But episode 4, Rival Sports Talk, we thank you so much for joining us and listening to our hot takes and bickering back and forth on certain opinions. Peace out. Much love to you guys. Stay safe.
Yep, and y'all better cop that merch. Link in the description.
Whoa, yeah, whoa, yeah.
All Jackson does is make beats.
Whoa, 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 yeah, 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 yeah. Ay, 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 ay. Ow, ow.